What is up, you guys? So this is my first video on this channel. Pretty much the videos from here on out are going to be my progress as a day trader to become profitable. So I started day trading around October of 2025. So I've been in the game for around like 5 months. I have not passed an eval yet. I'm currently trading one right now. But pretty much the videos I'm going to be posting are just trade recaps I take and maybe some back testing videos along the lines of just, I don't know, whatever I think of, but mainly just my progress as becoming profitable. So I did take this trade today. It is March 19th today, 2026. So let's go over the market today. So um, coming into the day, 9:30. We were kind of just accumulating liquidity. We did have these lows down here. I'll show you guys really quick. We did have these lows down here, which are really nice draws, and we are high time frame bearish. So along with those lows, we had this tiny 1 hour for rally gap, which we were respecting. So if we scaled, or we don't have to scale down. Up here, we have a 1 hour unmitigated fair value gap. So I kind of wanted us to tap this 1 hour or sweep something down here and then come up to this 1 hour and either see an entry up into it or tap this and then entry down for shorts to these draws down here. So market opened 9:30. We ended up trading lower and we put in the SMT with ES right here. So there were really no entries market open the first like 6 minutes. So we put in this SMT and then we had a 5 minute inverse. So let's play this out. So we had a 5 minute inverse right here. Also, we had a 3 minute inverse. So the problem I had with these inverses is, first of all, we didn't sweep these lows down here, at least this one. Although we put in this SMT with the S, this is just not enough conviction, or I did not have enough conviction in this trade. I wanted to see market have a little bit more structure before I took longs in this high time frame bearish trend. So these trades did play out if you did take these trades. Honestly, not bad of a trade. Pretty good trade. I just did not have enough conviction for it. So we started trending upwards and we're kind of just accumulating, walking up, and we came up and we edged this 1 hour or 1 hour unmitigated gap. So we came down. So the 15-minute candle, 10-15 candle opened up right here. So we are accumulating liquidity and we created a 15-minute gap right here. So I wanted us to ideally come down to this 15-minute gap, respect consequent encroachment, and then have a setup to the 1 hour. So we ended up dropping down. We respected consequent encroachment. We swept sell side liquidity and we had an inverse out of it. So I did enter longs. I was just going to target this high because it's a 1 and 2. It's perfect. Had a perfect protected stop loss, and I was just going to take my piece of the pie. You could have targeted the 1 hour if you wanted, but I wasn't. But this trade ended up failing. So one candle and it ended up failing. So why did this trade fail? So looking back at it, we are generating low resistance liquidity down here, right? We are just generating liquidity, and this inverse, if you notice, it's perfectly in line with its trend line liquidity. So problem I had, or I didn't see in the moment, was, well, I did see there wasn't enough displacement on this candle to kind of confirm, but that alone wasn't enough for me to like fade the entry because of how many confluences and how much conviction I had in this draw. Because we edged this draw, we came back down, tapped into a 15-minute, and that inverse out of it. Like, I just thought no matter what, we were going to this 1 hour one way or another right here. So my inverse for rally gap, or when you enter on inverses, you shouldn't use the inverse primarily as your only confluence to enter trades. They are just to like, it's pretty much just an entry trigger. So When I saw the inverse, I kind of just entered the trade, no hesitant, because the 1 hour was pretty much just my magnet to get to this intermediate high, and it ended up failing. So the only problem I see with this trade, honestly, is the lack of displacement on this candle. But if we keep playing it, we go down, and then we start pumping again. I'm not sure if we hit this 1 hour. Did we hit this 1 hour? Doesn't look like we did. Oh, we did. Okay. So the draw was right, obviously. We did end up hitting this 1 hour. We came down and didn't really tap into anything. I don't think this 15-minute, I'm pretty sure 15-minute inverse, and we just started coming back up. This is the only entry I saw the day that I had conviction in. The break even wasn't a good spot. Honestly, on this trade, you don't even really need to go break even. But yeah, that's kind of it for me today. It's kind of my thought of the market. My trading strategy, if you couldn't tell, consists of like inversions, kind of just a little bit of the mech model, mainly ICT concepts, but I do take into consideration displacement, speed, and efficiency. Other than that, there's not much else to talk about for today. Today was kind of on the mid side. If you caught a trade down here in the 5-minute or 3-minute, good job. I know all of those smacked out TP, but for the people who took a trade right here, it's not a horrible trade. Honestly, I'm not mad about it. I'll probably take it 10 out of 10 times if I saw it again. But it's a winning statistic at the end of the day. Not all A+ trades are going to win. Other than that, I will probably post another video tomorrow if I trade or some type of market recap. But this is my first video, day 1 of Road to Profitability. If you guys are wondering what I'm up on my eval, I am at like 50,900, so $2,100 from passing it. I was at like 52,000, and then I've only taken like 2 trades from here and then, and I lost both of them, but they were both pretty good trades. This one was a good trade. But yeah, kind of just a recap, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you have a good day. I'll catch y'all.